Hello CMOs, agencies and marketers. Currently the world is experiencing the cookie Armageddon. This causes several issues in digital marketing. Firstly, it fragments your customer view, it reduces your attribution accuracy, it causes higher cost and less efficient advertising, and it causes an over-reliance on big tech. The solutions offered are better commercializing first-party data. The second way to mitigate revenue loss is to commercialize third-party data. So all the solutions are implementing expensive MarTech platforms, utilizing expensive consultants, integration identity platforms, customer master data records, data warehouses and reporting and analytics, and you have to implement all those things before you even execute campaigns. So Wattle Labs has developed a large behaviour model of the Australian population. We model every single person living in every single address. We can predict with 92% accuracy everyone's wants, needs, dreams and desires. And this can be used to commercialize first-party data and third-party data without standing up really expensive IT systems and without exposing any PII or sales data between companies. So I'll just get into it and show you how it works. All retailers have to commercialize their data without reliance on third-party cookies. So we've got a retailer here, and a retailer's most likely got customers and at least sales data, but it's most likely got content data and campaign data. Customer data typically looks like an ID, a name, age, sex, and location. Product data, sales data, typically looks like a transaction ID, a product ID, customer ID, price, time. So this is like the MVP of a retailer's first-party data. Content and campaign data is exactly the same as sales data. So these three work exactly the same, and our systems can handle them. So the agency's job is to take this data and then to execute campaigns. So at the moment, we'll just work with first-party data, and that is an agency advertising back to your customers without exposing PII data, with no IT costs. It just is never-ending amounts of cost. What we can help with within the client systems, we can take all the customers' data. So every single customer data, we can profile it to create personas. These personas are the psychological, behavioural, socioeconomic and demographic drivers of each and every one of the customers. Most importantly, they contain no PII data. So we take the customer list and we create a whole bunch of personas. We then take the sales data, do the same thing. So we take all the transactions, we profile the transactions to create product personas. Now we have product personas and customer personas. The task of an agency becomes really, really simple, because our matching, which is a recommendation engine, let's call it matching, what are the critical factors causing people to purchase the product? That data alone is very valuable, so you can commercialize that data by selling it to the brands. We can help you match which product is purchased by which persona. A bunch of people, person 1, 2, and 3, purchase a product, and we can derive the persona, but then we can find out that there are in fact customers 4, 5, and 6 here. They have got the same socioeconomic background, the same behavior and psychology that should really, really align them to this product, but you're not currently advertising to them. For first-party data, we can understand the customer better. We can then commercialize that back to the brands to tell them why people are purchasing the products. And then we can match at a psychological and behavioral level products back to people, which will discover the whole range of people who are currently not purchasing a product, but they really would. So this is how Wattle Labs can help you commercialize first-party data. Third-party data is just as simple for us. We can take the client, and the client has some customers, it has a bunch of sales, then all the partners, third-party partners, they also have a bunch of customers and sales data. We're matching based on behavioural and psychological drivers, which means we can match between any organisation without actually exposing the PII data. For all the partners, we can create all their personas in exactly the same way as we just did. We can create a whole bunch of personas for customers. We can do the same thing for all the products. So you're the agency over here. It becomes trivial to match which product from this partner, and here there's a whole list of partners. Like you could have lots and lots of partners, 50 partners, it makes no difference. You say, well, what products from partner number 1 would this customer like? And our matching engine here, we can match them without sharing PII data. So we can match these products from partner number 1 to customers number 1, 2, 3, 4. store. We can also match products from this partner. These people would like the same product. So this partner's first-party data can be commercialized in a third-party context without sharing the PII data, and that should back up here. For each individual retailer, we can maximize the value of the first-party data. Your first-party data becomes their third-party data, and we can match and create recommendations between the two organizations without sharing PII data. So this is a 100% cookieless matching engine. No cookies, no PII, no binary matching people. We get to the fundamentals of who is the person and what do they want, and then who are buying these products and what are the critical behaviors causing the purchase, and then matching their psychological and behavioral profiles. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Please contact us if you have issues with your cookie Armageddon. Have a great day. Thank you very much. Goodbye.